So I've got myself an activity where I want my pupils to respond by using sticky notes all over this, responding to my prompt question. It's on Jamboard and I could share it via Google Classroom. However, I'd have the whole class writing on it, so I have 30, 40, 50 sticky notes appearing quickly. There's an option where I can share it with individual groups. So to do that, I first need to go to the snowman to make a copy of this file. So I'll have Viking Jam and I'll make a copy and I could call it Viking Jam 1. And if I click save for that one or OK, it'll create a new file. So I'll have two Jamboards along the top. So I've now got Viking Jam and Viking Jam 1. I could do that and keep repeating that. So I have 3, 4, 5. I could call them whatever I want to call them for my groups. So if I go across into my classroom and I go into the classwork and I can create an assignment, I can start assigning this one. So I'm going to call it Viking Response. Complete task on your groups jam. And then I add a file. I go into my Google Drive and it will be under my recent files. So I've got Viking Jam 1, Viking Jam 3, Viking Jam 2, whatever I want to call them. So I'll put Viking Jam 1 in and I'll have this that students can edit the file, because then everyone who clicks on that one can add their own sticky notes to it. And I'll add another Google Drive file and I'll add Viking Jam 3 and 2 and whatever I've wanted to call them, however I've named them. And for each one, I'll have it that they can edit. Because remember, view, they'll just be able to look at it. With edit, they can add their own sticky notes, make a copy for each student. I'll just end up with hundreds of different Jamboards. So this way, I could have as many different Jamboards as I want for different groups. So I could have it by group numbers, I could have it by group names, I could have it by table names, but remember, they'd have to sit next to each other. Or I could even put the names of the pupils I want to do it on. Now, there is another way of doing this where I could do it as different assignments for each group. So I could have assignment Viking Response Group 1, Viking Response Group 2, but I find just having them all in the same assignment makes your class stream a lot easier to manage. So complete your task in your group's jam, and then just go to that one, and then when you keep the tabs open at the top, if you keep this tab open as they're working on it, it will live update with whatever group 1's doing or whatever group 2's doing. You can see their sticky notes pop up in front of the whole class on your main board. And that is how you can differentiate and have different jams to different groups or to different tables at the same time, and they can all work collaboratively.